Presenting an irresistible 2-in-1 offer from Biskind Communications, producers of the BC Show, BOS. Now you can show your events, covered and packaged for television and BOS magazine for maximum exposure at a more pocket-friendly rate in keeping with the spirit of the times. The irresistible BOS 2-in-1 offer can be accessed by public institutions, corporate concerns like banks, insurance companies, individuals, parastatals, agencies, and the government, both at local, state, and federal levels. The BC Show, BOS, is broadcast weekly on AIT at 11 p.m. on Monday and 6 p.m. on Thursdays, NTA International at 10:30 p.m. on Thursdays, and Ben TV London on Sundays at 10:30 p.m. The all-glossy and all-color BOS International magazine and BOS Edge magazine for the youth, both from the stable of Biskind Communications, are the choice of the elites for the best coverage of all events. If you advertise on BOS on television, you get a bonus advert on BOS International magazine. Biskind Communications, at your service round the clock.
Neander International School, a stimulating learning environment that welcomes students in their quest for academic excellence and all-round personal development.
My experience at Neander International School has been very positive. From the staff that I've met, the teachers, they've really helped me improve on my character.
With a highly dedicated management team, Neander runs a combination of the Nigerian and British curricula with a state-of-the-art learning resource center, a library with personal laptops deployed for each student, air-conditioned classrooms, specialized science laboratories, fully equipped arts and design studios, first-class sporting and recreation facilities. It's simply home away from home.
So far has been a beautiful one with all the amazing facilities.
Neander International School truly nurtures the student for a 360-degree development. Located at Kilometer 78, Lagos-Ekpe Expressway, Lagos, Nigeria. At Neander International School, everyone is an achiever.
University education is the highest standard of education every parent desires to bequeath to their children and wards to properly position them to face the future with the required confidence and right attitude. However, the much desired attention has not been devoted to teaching and learning in the junior and secondary levels of our educational system, which are the very crucial bridge all those desirous of university education must scale through to be fully prepared for the world. Neander International School on the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, Lagos, is here to fill that yearning gap to make the transition of our children from the junior and secondary school to the tertiary level properly grounded. At Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, the future of the students are solidly grounded on 21st century compliant methods of teaching and learning with sound academic and moral values inculcated into the students. At Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, we use a combination of modern teaching techniques and strategies to provide a stimulating learning environment to bequeath to the students a high standard of education that gives them the edge in both academics and other areas of life. With a class population of 16 at Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, the students have adequate attention to achieve their full potentials in their chosen areas in the curriculum of study. At Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, through group and pair study teaching methods, we make learning more effective and inclusive to engender better bonding, understanding, and cooperation among the students, even beyond the four walls of the classroom that may lead to entrepreneurial partnership later.
Well, Neander International School was established in 2012, September 2012 specifically speaking. Basically, we're a co-educational school where we're built on sound Christian principles. We aim to develop a total child, a child that is able to relate both in this modern world and holding on to traditional values, traditional African values. At Neander, we actually use a multitude of styles because each student is a unique individual. We don't see our students as just a crowd. We do adopt different methodologies based on the needs of the child. But we try as much as possible in everything that we do to include technology in it, because we believe a technologically conversant child or a technologically conversant adult should be what we should be developing in this present time and age. I hope to develop, one, a technologically savvy child, a confident child, a child that is able to solve problems, a child that is able to help Nigeria, to create jobs. We don't train our children yet to look for jobs. We train our students in Neander to be entrepreneurs so that they go and contribute to the economy of this country and to the economy of the world. We are not developing a receiving child here. We are developing a given child, a child that is able to look at his or her environment, look at the needs of that environment and be able to successfully exploit these needs.
Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, is 21st century compliant in all aspects. First-class teaching facilities and resources, with all classrooms fully air-conditioned and fitted with interactive whiteboards and computers to enhance learning. Each student enjoys the privilege to study with an e-learning platform and a personal laptop.
The main reason why I like Neander International School is that it enables a child to see his talents, what is really inside him. Because I remember the first day I came to Neander, I was scared. I thought I wouldn't be able to fit in with my peers until I realized I was really perfect for this school. In the future, I plan on being a businessman in agriculture, like selling crops, selling livestock, and also helping the poor.
The library at Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, is equipped with state-of-the-art learning resource center and facilities for independent learning and the latest information technology. Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, has 6 specialist science laboratories, fully equipped specialist rooms for art and design technology, and the languages department.
Okay, apart from the fact that the school runs 2 syllabi, and that is British curriculum and Nigerian curriculum, we are also into practical demonstration of those curricula. And the teachers are so wonderful in the sense that apart from teaching the theoretical aspect of the curricula, the 2 curricula, they are also into putting the students through all these vocational subjects or courses. And some of the teachers, or let me say generally speaking, the teachers take them to the field, they demonstrate how things are done to them. And I think this is just a shift of paradigm from what it used to be in other schools. So the school is a balanced one because we take theory into consideration and we also take cognizance of the practical aspect of all the courses that we do.
To effect the right balance between education and recreation for the students, since all work and no play makes a dull person, Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, has put in place wide-ranging sporting facilities and a conducive environment. These include a standard swimming pool, hard tennis court, basketball and volleyball courts, 2 sports playing fields, and a mini stadium with a sender running track.
I like Neander for several reasons, but mainly because of the sporting activities. I, as an individual, I like sports, so the sports facilities motivate me to stay around the school. I stick to track events. I'm good at track events, swimming, table tennis, that's all.
Health is wealth. At Neander International School, all the students are assured of adequate and effective healthcare services in the well-equipped school clinic. At Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, students in the junior secondary school level are given sound teaching in courses like English language, mathematics, Nigerian languages, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. They also offer basic science technology, information technology, and other courses. At Neander International School, students in the senior secondary category are taking in courses like information communications technology, financial accounting, design, and the sciences and other subjects. At Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, a very comfortable, conducive and secure learning community has been provided with first-class boarding facilities for the students. All the dormitories are fully air-conditioned and all the apartments properly furnished. Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, provides a boarding house environment that evokes a family atmosphere and home-away-from-home setting where students can establish long-lasting relationship.
The experience has been very rewarding. Neander gave me the opportunity to develop a school from scratch, to be able to impart, my own basic knowledge, my own basic beliefs, ideals in these children. Because I believe one of the major problems of our schools nowadays is students copying bad behavior from their prefects or from the senior students before them. But with Neander, we started on a fresh plate. All our students, we developed them right from year 7. We didn't take any senior student. So they are all developed here with the spirit of love, with the spirit of caring for each other. There is no bullying in my school. I have very minimal disciplinary issues. And that is because we started on a fresh slate, so to say.
At Neander International School, everyone is an achiever. Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, is an idea propounded by Justice George Adeshola Oguntade with the intellectual support of his wife, Chief Mrs. Modupeola Oguntade, to fill the gap in teaching and learning in pre-university education in Nigeria. Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, is located at Kilometer 78, Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, just before the Ekpe Bridge, Ekpe, Lagos. Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, filling the gap in pre-university education in Nigeria. A feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment permeated the air as parents, students, and indeed the management of Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, converged at the banquet hall of Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, on Wednesday, 6th of July 2016, to witness the 2016 graduation and valedictory service for the first set of students who have successfully passed through the portals of the school. The event, which was attended by very important personalities from different sectors of life, began with the processional hymn, Praise to the Lord. This was followed by the national anthem and the anthem of Neander International School, which was performed by the students themselves. The 2016 graduation and valedictory service of Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos State, formally began with an opening prayer. Compared by 3 students of the school, the program featured the address of the principal of the school, Mr. Idris Agbaje, who congratulated the first set of graduating students of Neander International School and charged them to be worthy ambassadors of the school as they step into the larger society. He encouraged them to be bold and confident in all their actions because they have received very solid academic and moral groundings from the school.
I have been given this wonderful job of introducing my graduates. It seems just like yesterday when the school started, and today we are here. I want to say a very big thank you to the vision of the proprietor and the proprietress, Chief and Chief Mrs. Wintadi. I want to say a very big thank you also to our parents that have stood with us all this while. Even with our shortcomings, they did not give up on us. And today, we are celebrating our first graduation. Please give them a wonderful round of applause. Most especially the graduates, the graduate parents. You have devoted a lot of time, a lot of money to bringing these children up to this mark today. I say a very big thank you. Your efforts will not be in vain in Jesus' name. Let me start with my young man there. Please stand. Mark Ejapomowe. A very, very competitive young man. A very accomplished sportsman. He delights in playing football. He delights in running. I can still vividly recollect, boys. It was a real battle. He didn't want to lose at all. He's somebody that does not like losing at all. So please give Mark Ejapomowe we are going to miss you. We are going to miss you. God bless you. You may sit down. Then also, beside him, I have this wonderful young man, Adeleke. Very, very wonderful young man. I don't know. We call him the Nepal pool of Neander International School because he just keeps growing tall and tall and tall. I know he's a very, very intelligent young man. He's very, very intelligent, very accomplished. He came to this school not knowing where his tongue was. He couldn't talk. He was very shy. He was extremely shy. But right now, I'm looking for ways of stopping him from talking. He will not stop talking now. He just wants to keep talking, cracking jokes, making everybody happy. So please give him a very wonderful round of applause. Then Olabisi, please stand up. Very quiet, very humble, a fantastic cook. I am going to miss our food and nutrition practicals. I'm serious. Mrs. Siaka, please train the other year 11 students. I want to be having more of the food and nutrition practicals. She's a very fantastic cook. I'm going to miss you, and I pray and I know that God will always be with you wherever you go. Please give her a very wonderful round of applause.
To demonstrate that learning experience at the Neander International School is total, which perfectly blends education and all-round knowledge and exposure of innate talents, students of the school displayed their mastery and dexterity in the handling of assorted musical instruments like the guitar, the saxophone, trumpets, piano, and the drums as they rendered special songs. Before he delivered the keynote address on the theme, Executing Your Big Dreams, the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University, Professor Olanrewaju Fagbon, asked the 3 graduating students of Class 2016 to take their seats very close to the podium where he can easily have eye contact with them because his address was in the main about them. Professor Fagbon began by congratulating the graduates, their parents, and the management of the school for the vision and great milestone achieved in correcting the anomaly that has over the years negatively militated against sound and well-balanced secondary school education, which has in turn taken a toll on the performance of the students in the university. Professor Adigun Olanrewaju Fagbon admonished them to continue to strive hard to acquire new ideas and the discipline that they have chosen. Professor Fagbon said that although the challenges ahead are daunting, but with determination, doggedness, belief in oneself, and zero tolerance for cutting corners with a clear-headed vision and eyes on the ball, they have all it takes to achieve their dreams in life.
We have a story that has been rendered to us here. Story of talent, story of culture, story of good virtue and morals, and story of excellence. The orchestra that we met here is a total of this institution. And what that is telling us is that this institution is not just about academics. It is also about skills. Very distinguished guests, you may not realize it, but in this new world of ours, it is no longer about academics. It is now about the additional skills that you can offer. And that is what these children have displayed. Let me see the one I'm wearing this morning. I want to doff my cap for this institution for what they have done. Thank you very much. I will start with my chancellor. It is not the people here. We can only facilitate and assist you, but you are the architect of your dream. It is what you make of your dream that you will get. There are 3 kinds of people in this world. 3 kinds of people in this world. There are the fun lovers. You've heard about all work and no play makes Jack what? All play and no work is what? If you say all work and no play, then all play and no work is what? It is what? All play and no work is what? All play and no work is failure. Mommy, that is no, it's not you. It's for them and for the students here. There are 3 kinds of people. You will make your choice today. Today, which one of them do you want to be? There are those that are fun lovers. 24 hours of the day, it is all about fun. 24 hours of the day, it is all about fun. They live here, they enter the university. When they enter the university, they are from one pub to the other, from one bar to the other, drinking themselves to stupor, going around for parties. That is all there is. When the exam comes, they go in and then they start what they do, sorting or copying or giraffing and all the rest of them, because they were not ready. The moment that exam is over, they go back to the fun. They enjoy the binary. When you look at their results, it's the binary figure. That is what you see there. And they are proud of it. They are not complaining. But it comes back to haunt them.
The graduating students, 3 of them, the first set to finish their secondary school education at the Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos. Adeleke Akinlolu, who had distinction in about 8 subjects. Oladipo Olabisi, who also had distinction in 3 subjects. And Ejakbomere Mark, who is an ICT guru in the making, mounted the podium to receive their testimonials, presented to them by the chairman of Neander International School, Chief Mrs. Modukbaola Okuntade. Again, the students engaged the audience in another round of choral presentation where they displayed their mastery in other forms of musical equipment like the violin and so on. The event also featured the address of the head boy of Neander International School, who also took the audience through the twists and turns that finally culminated in the success story being celebrated today.
Recollecting the inception of this school in 2012, I was among the first set of students along with Afro Sekube Michael, Otokiti Daniel, and Balio Madara. The moment I stepped into the school, I knew there was something great about this citadel of learning. With the state-of-the-art facilities, 21st century infrastructural design on ground, and its beautiful environment, I knew something great was going to emerge from the school. Recounting the achievements of the school, I would like to state that we took part in the Royal Commonwealth Essay, United Kingdom, and International Writing Contest, the world's oldest and largest. I won silver and bronze awards for our creative writing. The school has also taken part in the PZ Chemistry Competition, chess tournament, football tournament, and athletic meetings, all in Lagos State and other competitions, to mention but a few. The school has also gone on international excursions to countries like Ghana, France, and Italy. Considering the theme of today, executing your big dreams, some may view it as putting those thoughts that were left asleep for a while. Personally, I view it as those aspirations that we sincerely desire and those goals that we aim at achieving. Those are our dreams. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our dear parents, and my fellow students, for an individual to execute their dream, some steps have to be taken. Few of these are shared below. First, you have to know that your dream is very important. Do not forget that you must have a dream in mind before you can execute it. Each and every person here has a dream they want to do before they are able to execute it. Decide on your dream. Decide the dream you want to follow. Most people have a lot of dreams in mind but do not know which one to choose. The truth is that all of us have the privilege, knowledge, and guidance to choose the right dream. Thirdly, seek God's help. Ask the Almighty God on what to do concerning our dreams and how to execute them.
The principal of Neander International School, Ekpe, Lagos, Mr. Idris Agbaje, then swore in the new prefects, 10 of them, who will take over the administration of the houses in the school. The houses have names like Obudu, representing Cross River State, Yankari, Bauchi State, Oguta, Imo State, and Ikogosi, Ondo State, to show the pan-Nigerian inclusive ideals of the institution, to emphasize that Neander International School is a home for all Nigerians from the north, south, east, and west of the country. The 3 graduating students were called up to receive awards for their exemplary performances in the different subjects. Adeleke Akinlolu, who is the tallest of the lot, also dwarfed his mates with distinction in 8 subjects, while his other colleagues, Oladipo Olabisi and Ejakbomere Mark, the computer whiz kid in the making, settled for awards in 4 subjects between the 2 of them. The valedictory speech was given by Adeleke Akinlolu, who verbalized the experiences of all the graduating students and indeed summarized the high and the low moments which characterized the stay of all the students in the school. He promised on behalf of his colleagues that they will continue to hold in very high esteem the ennobling ideals bequeathed to them by Neander International School, Egbe, Lagos.
May I use this medium to thank God Almighty for His infinite mercy upon our lives throughout our stay in Neander. It can only be Him. I would also want to express my profound gratitude to our esteemed parents for believing in Neander and sponsoring us to go this far. Well, how time flies, they say. The chapter of secondary school has gradually come to its climax, and it's a moment we will all savor long after this occasion. A journey like yesterday, a journey with its various moments, laughter, cries, ups and downs. It's a journey of many stories, one of many chapters. 3 years ago, when this journey began, little did I know about what was in store, but I was quite optimistic that it was going to be a wonderful journey. As you all know, coming to a school with a few number of students was always going to be a challenge and a very tough task. But with the extraordinary vision of the founders, the humble persistence, the diligence of our principal, and the humble persistence of our teachers in shaping and transforming us today, we are all able to stand with our head held high as citizens of character.
The presentation of the 2016 yearbook, the maiden edition of the compendium, was done by the first parent in Neander International School, who said he and his wife, who are from Rivers State, settled for Neander International School among a number of secondary schools in the country after an extensive search around the country. The vote of thanks was given by the vice principal of the school, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Isiaka. This was followed by the school anthem and the recessional hymn. Indeed, Neander International School is a place of hope, dreams, and endless possibilities where leaders are being prepared for the larger society with education inspired by sound Christian values and high-quality educational development to properly equip them with leadership qualities. An irresistible 2-in-1 offer from Biskind Communications, producers of the BC Olatilo Show, BOS. Now you can show your events covered and packaged for television and BOS magazine for maximum exposure at a more pocket-friendly rate in keeping with the spirit of the times. The irresistible BOS 2-in-1 offer can be accessed by public institutions, corporate concerns like banks, insurance companies, individuals, parastatals, agencies, and the government, both at local, state, and federal levels. The BC Olatilo Show, BOS, is broadcast weekly on AIT at 11 p.m. on Monday and 6 p.m. on Thursdays, NTA International at 10:30 p.m. on Thursdays, and Ben TV London on Sundays at 10:30 p.m. The all-glossy and all-color BOS International magazine and BOS Edge magazine for the youth, both from the stable of Biskind Communications, are the choice of the elites for the best coverage of all events. If you advertise on BOS on television, you get a bonus advert on BOS International magazine. Biskind Communications, at your service round the clock.